Hello everyone, we are live. Welcome to another Travel China live stream. If you missed my last one, which was in Wuhan, we went to Wuhan virtually together. Basically, the concept behind this whole live stream series is, none of us are really traveling right now, including myself. I'm currently streaming to you live from my parents' house here in Sydney, Australia. I am not back in China. So yeah, none of us are really traveling. So I thought, why don't we all travel online together? So for this travel experience, you don't even have to leave your couch to travel with me today. So get comfy, get some snacks. That's very important. You're gonna want snacks. There's gonna be some serious food porn in this video, so get ready. And hopefully this will be a really fun, happy, good live stream. So just to clarify once again, I am not back in China. I am here in Sydney, but the concept behind this live stream is we are traveling virtually together. So for people that might be wondering when I am going back to China, the plan is hopefully around February or March next year. So yeah, fingers crossed that I can be there in the next 6 months. We will see. Okay, so today we are traveling to Xi'an, which you probably already know since the cover image is very much a Xi'an, travel to Xi'an with me. So you've already probably heard of Xi'an before. You may have even been there, although a lot of people who do go to Xi'an are kind of mispronouncing the name as like Xi'an or Xi'an. So just a bit of an FYI, in Chinese, the letter X is more of a S sound. Rather than a Z sound. So anyway, Chinese lesson over. Xi'an, that's where we are going to be going today. So it's just one of those places in China that are on the usual tourist trail, along with Beijing and Shanghai. If you've been to China on like a 1 or 2 week itinerary, odds are you have been to Xi'an. And that is because Xi'an is the home of the terracotta warriors, which is something that a lot of us have learned about at school. I know I learned about this, the terracotta warriors when I was in primary school. It's super, super famous. But what you may not know is that Xi'an is famous for a lot of other things as well as some super fascinating ancient and modern history. So stay tuned for today's stream. I'm going to take a bit of a deeper dive into it. Just first up, I just want to say that this live stream wouldn't be possible without my friends at the When Koala Meets Panda YouTube channel. They've helped me find today some people in Xi'an who are going to be taking us around on our virtual tour. So today we have rustled up a virtual tour guide, a professional tour guide. We've got an international student as well as an expat who is currently living in Xi'an. So huge thanks to the When Koala Meets Panda channel. If you're interested, you can follow their channel in the link below in my description. Okay, so I'm sure you're all very interested to know what we are going to be doing and seeing today. So I proudly present to you our travel itinerary. So first up today, we are going to be visiting the terracotta warriors. Of course we are. How could we do a live stream and travel to Xi'an and not go and see the terracotta warriors? So we have got a professional tour guide who is currently standing by at the terracotta warriors, who is ready to give us the whole spiel about these very, very famous, this very, very famous place. So secondly, we are going to be doing a food tour along Huiminjie, which is the Muslim quarter of Xi'an. If you know anything about me, you know that there is a very special place in my heart for Sensi food and the food of Xi'an. So stay tuned for that one. Make sure you bring snacks, as I said. And then we are going to be ending our live stream with a bit of a tour around the International Film Festival. And that's happening at the moment in Xi'an over this current week, which was really good luck. So we're going to be checking that out as well. So it's going to be jam-packed. It's going to be fun. Apologies in advance if we run into any technical difficulties, maybe some slow internet speeds. I've been doing my best this week to make sure that the places that we're going to be going do have okay internet. So just fingers crossed it all goes smoothly. Don't know what's going to happen. But yep. That's the admin for this live stream. But before we cross to our first friend over in Xi'an, I wanted to share some of the photos that you guys sent me about your time in Xi'an. So about a week ago, I reached out on my Instagram to my Instagram followers asking if they have any photos or memories or stories about Xi'an. And I did get quite a few replies. So I wanted to share those with you. So the first one, we have a little message from Carl Guy, and he says, "Hey, So I was in Xi'an at the end of 2017-18, volunteering and teaching English around Xi'an and Weinan. I absolutely love the place, food and culture, especially the food. I think I ate noodles for breakfast, lunch and dinner for 3 weeks. I can relate. But it was incredible. We spent Christmas and New Year's there. We got KFC for our Christmas turkey. That's very inventive, Carl. I love that. It's such a beautiful city with such lovely people and fascinating history. Also, the walk around the city wall was so much fun. I went with another volunteer who I really didn't speak too much, and we bonded over how amazing the city was and ended up riding around in bikes around the wall. So riding around the city wall is actually one of the features and one of the must-do things when you're in Xi'an. So there were quite some photos that you guys sent to me of you cycling the city walls of Xi'an. So this one is from Migo with some of her friends on the city walls there. This is from Aho02, who's doing some poses on the city wall. Love it. So basically, for you guys who don't know, the city walls, so once upon a time, back in the very, very olden days, Xi'an as a city as a whole could all fit inside the city walls. But now, as you can imagine, Xi'an has grown quite a bit. So Xi'an is outside the walls as well as inside, but you know, the traditional city walls still remain, and you can walk around the whole thing, you can cycle around it, which is what a lot of people do when they are in Xi'an. Here's another photo from Jeanette, who has gone on a tandem bicycle ride, which is something you see so much of on the city walls. I find it hilarious. I can't think of something worse to do. It just looks so uncomfortable, the idea of doing a tandem bike ride, but you know what, never say never. Guess who else went to the city wall? You may recognize this guy here. You know who that is? That's my dad. Yay! So this is my dad and I on the city wall. And actually, I wanted to bring my dad into the live stream. So Dad, welcome. Have a seat here.
Oh, thank you.
This is my dad's first time on live stream.
Hello, everyone. Oh, very nervous.
Yay.
Oh, hello. Ni hao. Ni hao ma.
Yes. I'm teaching Dad a bit of Chinese, but I thought it would be good to get you on this live stream for our introduction, because we were there together.
Yeah, we backpacked.
We backpacked together, and Xi'an was one of the places we went together. So we were there for what, like 2 or 3 days?
2 or 3 days, yeah.
And we persevered, and we went on.
We had to go. Remember, it was raining.
It was raining, so
and
you can see here.
We thought we weren't going to go on it. I'm so glad we went on the bike ride. You've got to go on the bike ride.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Even if it's raining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was really worthwhile doing that. And we also saw quite a few other places together, which we will get to in a second. I'm just going to get through some of the other memories that people have sent me.
Anybody can bike ride it. Look how flat it is. There's no hills. It's just flat.
It's so
it's the
flat.
easiest bike ride.
It really is. And it's actually quite long. I think if you bike ride around the whole thing, it's at least, what, an hour or so?
Yeah,
or more.
I can't remember the distance, but it was, yeah, it's a good bike ride.
Yeah. There's someone here that's saying he is eating a Roger Moore, a Rojiao.
A Rojiao.
So we will be seeing some Rojiao later in our live stream today. That is for sure.
I'm watching out for the food baby. I'm just trying to, you know, I've been eating all these nice things.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to turn on the fan. It's a bit hot.
It is a bit hot. Yeah.
It's
a lovely day in Sydney at the moment.
It's
what, 27, 28 degrees?
It's
beautiful.
Approaching 30 degrees, and I am
30 degrees.
really boiling up here. So back to our photos here. So this is us on the city walls. One of my favorite photos of us.
Yeah, I've got that blown up. You gave it to me for a Christmas or a Father's Day.
And then so this is a photo that What's Up Vera sent to me. She sent me some absolutely gorgeous photos from Xi'an, and I really think that Xi'an is just, it's like Rome, because I don't think there's anywhere else except Rome where you're walking around the city and so casually there'll just be some really, really old building just hanging out there. And I love this moment that Vera has captured of the bell tower here. At least I think that's the bell tower. There's also a drum tower, and I always get confused because they look quite similar. But yeah, you're just chilling out, and you know, this mad modern roundabout, and you've got this almost 1,000-year-old building just hanging there. And so everywhere you go in Xi'an, you just come across these, you know, ancient alleyways. And yeah, I guess the biggest equivalent I can think of would be Rome. So yeah, okay.
They're lit up at night. They look spectacular lit up.
At night. So if you're there, you have to go here at night because I should have got a photo of that, but you can Google it. It's really, really nice.
Yeah, really nice. Yeah. And it's crowded, and there's a big piazza, isn't there? And everybody was shooting up those flying lights, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And then so you may remember this place, Dad. We went here together.
That's the market.
Yes, so this is the Muslim street. It's called Huiminjie. And so this is a photo from What's Up Vera here on the left. And you can just see it's this very long road full of amazing Xi'an food. We're going to go into this a lot later in the live stream, so I might get you back later.
That one's, look, it's almost empty there. It's raining. It's almost empty. It's so much more crowded than that.
Yeah, so this is a photo that I took on Huiminjie
that's a bit more
when it wasn't raining, and that's kind of what it looks like. Yeah. It's very, I don't know, the Chinese word 热闹, very lively, everything. It's all bustling, and it's a real sensory overload. Like you've got the smells and you've got the sights, and there's always something happening, all the noises. It's crazy, but really, really fun. And you've got some amazing food there. So I had some people actually send me some foods that they ate on Huiminjie. We've got a lot of meat on stick options.
There were a lot of meat on sticks options, yeah.
Yes. And there's also, okay, so I wanted your guys' help in the live stream here because I had this cake. It's like a sponge cake and they serve it on sticks, but I don't know what the name of this is, but I really want to know. So please comment if you know what the name of this thing is. So I'll keep for an eye out in the comments for that. But yeah, this is probably what you remember, Dad. A lot of meat on sticks.
And the rubbish bins overflowing.
Overflowing
with sticks.
So I love this photo here that Tino Pastrada has sent of her, I guess her sons eating the yang rou chuar, the meat on sticks.
We should have got some.
Yeah, well, I got them the second time I went. But the first time we went, I feel like we didn't know much about Xi'an food at all. Anyway, I love this photo here, which I think it's Tino's daughter posing with a terracotta warrior. I think it's so cute.
That's the general, I think, if I'm not mistaken. That maybe somebody in the comments can say.
Yeah.
But I think the general, the one that's second in charge, he stands like that, and he's meant to have a sword, but he lost his sword. So he's actually standing on his sword, or not standing on his sword, but leaning on his sword.
So we've got some comments here about what that cake thing was.
Cake pops.
Green bean cake. Got some cake pops. We've got someone who said it's cheddar cheese on a stick. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was cake.
Green bean cake.
Oh, Zhengao. Oh, thank you so much for providing the pinyin for us there. Zhengao. Cool beans. So Mum actually sent me this photo this morning. You know, your wife, my mother. Okay, yes. The silly root Thailand fish. Mum pictured a bit of Chinglish in Xi'an, and she sent that to me this morning for my live stream. I thought that was pretty hilarious. And these are people lined up for the one and only Rojamo, which you probably know about, Dad.
Yeah, I know. We should have had it.
Yeah, well, we are totally going to go back to Xi'an one day
there and
try
have the real deal. Although the one we had was pretty much a real deal, the Rojamo.
Oh, Dad, look, someone said you're correct. It was the general.
It is the general.
Yeah. Well, you know more than I do.
That's the general. Well, we've got the general downstairs. We bought the general. That's how I know the general. Because when we went, we've got a real, authentic copy of a terracotta warrior.
So do I. Look, I bought them here. I have a couple of little. I got these outside the terracotta warrior tomb site.
They're cute.
Yeah.
Well, we've got one that's about that big. It's not full height.
Yeah.
But it's about a third height, I think.
Yeah.
And it's so cool. If you like it, I did a made pie.
Oh yeah.
And people can see me doing my archaeological dig to unwrap it. It's really funny.
Oh man. So here's the Rojamo. That's me with the Rojamo. That's in Xi'an the last time I was there. So because this is known as the Muslim street and there is a very large Muslim population in Xi'an, most often when you get Rojamo in Xi'an, it is made with beef. But when you're outside of Xi'an, I've kind of noticed that it's mostly pork. Like the one that we had in Sydney was made from pork. So a bit of trivia there.
Yep.
So this is a message from Mego, who said she just came back from Xi'an last week. She had an amazing trip seeing the city wall, Muslim street, and terracotta warriors. Definitely felt the busyness traveling during Golden Week. Oh my gosh, she was traveling during Golden Week. You are brave, Mego. Very, very brave.
Yeah, very brave. Very busy.
We had a 3-hour drive back from the Warriors to the city centre, but luckily we made good friends with our friendly Didi driver. Yeah. We also stayed in a super cute hotel, blah, 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 blah. Fascinating city with so much culture and history. Feels super cool. Nice. With tons of cafes and bars. Last week she was there.
She's traveling last week.
Yeah, so in China it's all kind of opened up again.
Has she come back to Australia or?
She's not Australian. This is just on my Instagram.
Oh, on the Instagram.
So she's in Xi'an, in China, at the moment. So last week was Golden Week. So it's like this exodus of travel in China, like so much travel happening. So I feel very, whoever travels during Golden Week to somewhere like Xi'an, that's very popular, you're very brave. So this is her eating biang mian, and this itself is a feature of Xi'an. Look at those juicy nudes. This is my friend Jing.
It's Jing.
It's Jing.
Hi, Jing.
She's it's just a photo, Dad.
Just a photo. I don't.
And she's
not moving, Jing. Why won't she answer me?
I don't know. She's so rude. So she's eating some biang mian here, and I just wanted to also show this is the character for biang.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's the most complex character in Chinese character system, and I found it really funny whenever walking around, you see, like normal character, and then suddenly biang, just this like craziness of strokes. I just thought that was hilarious all the time. Oh, look, here is Mego, who took the photos.
Hey, buddy. Hi, Megan. Hi, Mego.
She said, I'm from Scotland.
Okay.
And have a work holiday during Golden Week, and I never want to miss an opportunity to see more of China. Wow. That's so true. Like, if you only have that week, you've got to make the most of it. You've got to
do it. Stand in the queue.
Yeah.
Oh, we've stood in some queues.
Oh my gosh.
3 or 4 hour queues.
Well, I think we went to Huangshan during a national holiday.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
And we were in line for what, like
3 or 4 hours.
3 or 4 hours. It was ridiculous. I thought that line would never end. Okay, this is another photo from Stefan. He took some amazing photos in Xi'an that really captured the vibe of Huiminjie. I really, really love these photos. So you can kind of get the vibe of Xi'an, the Huiminjie from these photos. You can see the carcasses of meat here that I'm pointing to. Lots and lots of meat. It's really, really good. Vegetarians beware walking down the street. This is me on Huiminjie, and this is actually one of the surprise favorite dishes that I tried when I was there. So basically what it is, I've never seen anything like it. They give you this bread, which is the same kind of bread that you use to make rojiamo, and then you take the bread apart in little tiny pieces, like teeny pieces, and then you put it in your bowl, and then the waitress or waiter will come around and pour the soup and the meat and the noodles into your bowl. So it becomes this carby, amazing, I'll take you to eat it.
Is it nice?
It's incredible. It's so good.
See, things like that, they're so different to what we have, and I've learned they're good.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Like, I never would have known a dish like this existed until someone told me about it. And, you have to put yourself out there and be willing to try.
My dad used to do a lot of traveling, and he always said, eat what the locals eat, because they know what's the nice things. Exactly.
Truer words never spoken.
Yeah.
So that was my Yang Palmo. And oh my gosh, Dad.
I know what's coming up now.
So guys, this is the infamous plank walk. So, okay, so let me just explain what this is. So basically there is a mountain area very close to Xi'an. It's called Huashan. I don't know if it's technically Xi'an, but it's very close to Xi'an.
But go there.
You have to go there.
You have to go there.
Because it's home to this plank walk that you may have heard of before. This is famous for being the most dangerous mountain in China. And we've got Lazy Home Food here, who has sent me some of her photos from climbing Mount Huashan. The plank road in the sky was definitely a big bucket list tick. So
it's like a kilometer up.
Look at this. You're walking on the chain and it's a kilometer up. It's not just like...
You're not going to... I mean, I suppose anything over 10 meters doesn't really matter. But you're going to fall for a kilometer. You're going to know for a long while, I really messed up.
Oh my God. And look at that. It's her feet there, and that's oblivion. And so this is another photo of her struggling around the side of the mountain to get on this plank walk.
Very brave.
That makes me feel ill. Yeah. Like, that makes me feel ill.
The scary part is when you've got to pass somebody. So somebody's coming back the other way. You've got to actually unclip your safety belt and put it on. And for that minute, if you, I don't know, that's
crazy. We've got another photo here from Chris Renwick. who did the plank walk as well. He posted this on his Instagram. Look, there's this little tiny plank
look how he's
here.
just standing with his back to it.
Oh my gosh.
It's brave.
Very brave.
And people lean over.
Look at that. Look at them.
I could not do that. So it doesn't look that it's that high there,
No.
but it is really high.
It's
in a
really
ravine.
high. It's really high. So we went to Xi'an together.
Here we
So
are.
this is us, and apologies for the saturation. I was really obsessed with this saturated mode on my camera back then. So we were little orange people for the entirety of our stay in Xi'an.
But this mountain is much more than just the plank walk.
Yes.
Just the walk is spectacular. You walk up these little knife edge paths.
Yeah.
You do your good workout on your legs.
Oh my gosh, it was so intense.
So it's much more than just the plank walk. Yeah.
And we wanted to do the plank walk, right?
Yeah. Well,
And I wanted to do it, and I wanted to see if we could force you into doing it.
I wasn't sure.
But there was a huge line, right?
And
like
we
5 hours.
We had to get a bus back to Xi'an.
Yeah,
so we
so,
missed out.
But please wait for our upcoming. Well, one day, I hope one day we can go back to Xi'an together and do that plank
I don't know
walk.
if I can do that. No.
Oh, Dad, think of the content. Oh, that would be amazing.
Not worth dizziness. But we did another thing.
We did another thing, which is this.
Look, and she was crazy.
So look at this. All there was in terms of protective equipment is this little rope
It's
that
a
you can
little
see
rope. It wouldn't
here
have even, and
that
she
went
got
around
right
my
to the
waist.
edge.
I went right to the edge, and below this is a drop of like a kilometer. It was crazy. So I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, do it for the gram.
And all the locals, all the Chinese people were around taking photos. And I was saying, Amy, get back from the edge. And they picked up on that, and they were all going, Amy. And so she had like a photo shoot. There was about 100 people taking photos of her.
And Dad was super scared of me going and doing this because right before I went out, there was this lady who decided it would be a good idea to do some yoga poses. And I kid you not, she was this close from falling off the edge. She was getting into this position, and she kind of rolled forward. And oh my gosh, we were peeing our pants. And so I was like, oh, Dad, come on, you got to try it. Dad was kind of like, no, I don't want to die today. But we got him out there. This is Dad on the
Yeah, look how I'm not leaning too much that way. I'm sort of, I got better than that.
Look, you were so happy.
No, I got a better one. I was sitting up.
Yeah.
I did sit up.
But look, you were so
I was
happy.
Yay, I did it.
Yay. But yeah, that was that. And okay, so a lot of people obviously showed me photos of the terracotta warriors. So this is a photo from What's Up Vera. Here's a photo from Aho 2. Very, very famous site. Here's another one from What's Up Vera. And here is one of us at the Terracotta Warriors. So we saw it, we battled the crowds, we got in there.
Fantastic cultural thing, and you've got to see that. But equally, for the natural beauty of the Xi'an, you got to go and see Xi'an. It's great. It's a great walk if you're into walking.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Terracotta Warriors, you've got to see it.
Yeah.
Buy one.
Yeah. But buy them, get yourself some terracotta warrior to take it home. So now, very appropriately, we are ready to go to our first destination in Xi'an.
I'll get out of the chair.
Thanks, Daddy. It will be the Terracotta Warriors.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us. I'll get you back later to eat some Xiaomo with us.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to the food street and getting Dad's favorite snacks. So we are now transitioning to our first segment, where we will be crossing to Eric. Eric is a professional tour guide in Xi'an. He takes around international guests, so his English is right on point. And he's going to take me around to see the Terracotta Warriors. So I'm just waiting for him to join, and I think he is here.
Hi,
now.
hi, I'm here.
Hello, Eric.
Hey. Yeah.
How are you? I can hear you.
Good.
Can you hear me?
How are you?
Yeah,
Okay,
very, very well.
So, yeah.
Show us where you are right now.
You. Yeah, I'm just behind me, terracotta soldiers, just right there. You can see, wow, it's pretty good. It's pretty.
It's huge.
Yeah, but
So
today
you're
was
right.
Yeah, but still very busy. Yeah.
So
It's
how
pretty
long
hard
have you been a tour guide in Xi'an for?
Oh God, since I was graduated from the university, more than 10 years, I think.
And okay, how many times do you think you've been to see the Terracotta Warriors? Ballpark figure.
Terracotta Warriors. About 100 times per year.
Oh my God, 100 times per year. That's crazy.
100 times per year, but actually more than 100 times, maybe 150.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's so busy there all the time. Is it busy there
Yeah,
today?
so busy. Yeah, so busy. Yeah, today is also so busy. Yeah, like you can see the people there
Yeah.
just behind
Oh,
me. Wow,
yeah.
lot busy. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So
Crazy, crazy.
every day this museum have yeah more than 20, 30,000 visitors come here. Yeah, it's quite busy.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
So you're a professional tour guide. So do your thing, Eric. Tell us about Xi'an. Tell us
Yeah, of
everything.
course, of course. Yeah, I will give you some information of Xi'an, the ancient city, and terracotta warriors, of course. And as you all know, Xi'an was the oldest and one of the important city in China. Have a
Yeah.
lot of history back then, some more than 3,000 years history. And
Wow.
it was the capital of 13 Chinese dynasties,
Wow.
and that means over 72 emperors choose this place as the capital. Yeah,
Wow. So the
72
capital of
emperors.
all of China or the
Yeah,
capital of Northern China?
so actually 13 Chinese dynasties. And most of the
Yeah.
dynasties in Chinese history, they choose this place as the capital.
Wow. So Xi'an must have like 2,000 or more years of history, right? Like it's a really
Oh
old
yeah,
city.
yeah, really old city. It is said that Xi'an was one of the oldest city in the world.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Crazy.
of course the oldest in China.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Was it the first emperor was in Xi'an, right?
yeah. First emperor Xi'an, and these soldiers all belong to the first Qing emperor. And
Crazy.
In Chinese we call him Qin Shi Huang, the
Yeah,
first Qing emperor. You know that, yeah,
I know that. Yeah, I learned
yeah,
about him when I was like in high school. We learned about him and how he's one of those figures in history that did
yeah,
a lot of good things, but also a lot of bad things. Um,
yeah. A lot of good things, a lot of bad things. Yeah, but mostly good things.
oh, that's good.
Oh yeah. So because this is emperor, the first emperor unified the whole country
Yeah.
and established the
Wow.
whole country. Yeah, in 221 BC. That's more than 2,000 years ago. And this is a
Wow.
pretty great emperor. And you may know that he unified the country and have a great wall of China built, and also
So he
built
started it.
terracotta warriors. Yes,
Oh, so
yes,
Qin Shi Huang was the emperor that started the Great Wall. Oh,
yeah. They
wow.
built a great wall. Yes. So everybody in the world know Great Wall, but not everybody know this wall built by this emperor.
I didn't know that until right now.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
crazy.
he's a really emperor with a very big ambitions.
Yeah.
He was born in 259 BC and became the king in 246 BC. That's a pretty long time ago before Christ.
So this is like 2,000 years ago, more than 2,000 years ago
Yeah,
that this was all
yes,
happening.
more than 2,200 years. Yeah.
Oh
So,
my God,
yeah, this emperor became the emperor when he was only 13 years old, pretty young.
that's really young, yeah.
And after he became the king of the Qing state, he began to build his own tomb just to follow the suggestions by others.
Wow.
He began to build his tomb so early. When he was 13 years old, he began to build his tomb.
I heard,
But
I don't know if this is true, but I heard a story that Qin Shi Huang was like really afraid of dying, and he like told people that they need to invent an elixir, like to keep him living forever. Is that true?
yeah, that is yes, true.
Okay. I heard that
Yeah,
it
so
also was the reason he died. So ironically enough, the elixir of life had
yeah,
like
yeah,
mercury in
yeah.
it.
Mercury had to yes, Mercury. Yeah, so actually, Qing Dynasty they don't know much about Mercury, so that's the reason.
So
So
how long did he actually rule for?
uh-huh.
How long did he actually rule in total for?
Oh, just very, very short time. Just a
Okay.
35 years.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
crazy.
it's a pretty short dynasty. Qing dynasty was a pretty short dynasty, but it's a great dynasty anyway.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So did the Qin dynasty end with his rule? So like the Qin dynasty was only 30 years.
Qin Dynasty only around the 40 years.
40
Also
years.
has his song. Yeah, has his song. So we call the second Qin Emperor, first Qin
Yeah.
Emperor, second Qin Emperor, and that's it.
And that's it. Wow. For such a famous dynasty, only 40
Yeah.
years. That's crazy.
Only 40 years, and only 40 years because he built a Great Wall, because he built the terracotta warriors as a as a soldier to protect him in the afterlife.
Yeah.
So that's
why
why
it
really
was
famous.
So it was built as to protect him in the afterlife. And I
Yes.
heard there was like so many people that made this. Like how many people
Oh,
did it take?
yeah, yeah.
All of that.
He required 700,000 workers came here to build his tomb, but this
Oh my
tomb
God.
took around 37 years, long time,
Wow.
and a lot of people.
So, and then, wow, it's just such a big thing.
Such a big project. So this tomb not finished after this emperor died. So his son actually continued this project after he died.
Ooh. Okay.
So the whole project took 37 years. That's a pretty long time for a tomb. Yes.
So was the son buried with him as well in the tomb?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Buried everything, just like underground palace. We want to bring everything with him, include soldiers. So yeah, most of Chinese people in ancient time, they thought after they died, they not disappeared. Maybe they just wanna rule the country in the afterlife. So
Yeah.
that's the reason why he buried everything with him and built the soldiers with him.
Wow.
The soldiers here just like underground, underground security guard.
Yeah.
To guard emperor's body. Yeah.
So I prepared here a couple of photos. So this is Qin Shi Huang. So if people were wondering what he looked like, this is 2,000-year-old kind of representation, but that's kind of, who knows if that's what he actually looked like. And then I also prepared, oh wait, no, that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. Wait, so this is the guy that discovered it,
yeah.
right?
Yes. So I'd like to tell you that in 1974, in March 1974, that is the first time they discovered terracotta warriors. Several farmers digging a well, digging a well, by a really bad accident. They have no idea what they discovered. They just discovered several pieces, maybe the head, maybe the hand of the warriors. But after they reported to the government know, wow, here must be very big thing, because all the things, all the stories about Qing Dynasty, Qing Emperor, they are written down on the history book. Everybody know terracotta warriors and first Qing emperors, but nobody knows the exact location of them.
Yeah.
So just in 1974, they discovered. That's a pretty great thing.
That's crazy. I would like to see the look on their faces when they discovered this. I hope that they were paid very well for this discovery.
Yeah, at that time, yes, but for now, we thought that okay, that's nothing. But back to 40 years ago, that's really really big thing.
Has the entire site been excavated already, or is there still bits that need to be still excavated?
Yeah, still excavated. So on the camera, maybe you cannot see. Maybe I can switch the camera. You can see that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I can switch the camera. Wait a second. From camera to the camera. Can you see that?
Yep, can see it now.
Can you see that? Yeah, here is
Yeah.
the pin number 1, and yeah, you can see this. And this pit actually can be divided into 3 parts today: the excavation part, the excavating part, and the repairing area.
Okay.
So in the very front part of the whole underground army, Here is like excavation part. You can see all
Yeah.
the warriors here. They look
Yeah.
complicated. It looks nice in a very good shape. Actually, they all after the repairing work. So in the middle
Oh.
section of in the middle section of the pin number 1, so you can see all the warriors. They are still in pieces.
Oh,
That
okay.
yeah, that's the first time they discovered all the warriors is broken into pieces.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I
So
just put a photo on screen of
oh,
some of the warriors there.
okay, yeah, that's better. That's better than my camera. Yeah. So so each of the warriors actually broken into 100 pieces. Some of them broken into 300, 400 pieces. It's really like jigsaw puzzle for archaeologists to put them together.
Yeah.
It's really hard. So
So
at the back,
so I was just wondering when they were discovered, the terracotta warriors, they were all in pieces. How did they manage to put them all together in the right way?
oh,
Like a jig.
yeah, like a jigsaw puzzle, like a 3D puzzle. That's really, really hard. So at the back of the whole underground army, you can see some warriors standing on top of the ground. They are standing
Mhm.
there to wait for their pieces.
Oh,
So we also, we like to call that like a hospital of the warriors.
hospital of the
So
warriors.
yeah,
That's so cute.
hospital of the warriors. Archaeologists are just like the doctors of the warriors.
Yeah.
And when they first discovered, they just move them to the back of the pit and put them together. So
Yeah.
nowadays we have a lot of technical things to do this kind of job. Computer, AI, yeah, 3D mod. They can do that by this kind of thing. But 40, 45 years ago, they have nothing. So all the pieces, they just restored all the pieces all by hand. That's a really,
Wow.
really difficult job for them. So you need a lot of patience to do that.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's crazy.
Yeah, you can imagine. You see, yeah, here you
It's
can see.
probably
Wow.
going to take a lot longer until all of the warriors are fully formed. It might take quite
Yeah,
some more years before that's done. But it's
yeah,
really
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I think it's really cool being able to see, like, here you can. I really love how you can see here, like you've got the ones that have been restored, and then that's kind of what it looked like
Yeah,
when
what
it was
look like it, just like that.
excavated.
Yeah.
So it just kind of gives you an idea of how much work went into the whole thing. I think I find it fascinating.
Oh, that's pretty hard to say. That's may take a very, very long time. So I'll
Yeah,
give you an example. The archaeologists said they need 3 or 4 months to fix one warrior.
3 or 4 months
Yeah,
for one warrior.
for one warrior, and that and you have to find all the pieces of one warrior. If you still got several pieces missing, so the warriors still stand there, wait for their pieces.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, that's
Wow.
pretty hard. So 3 or 4 months just for one warrior. So you know what? In this Terracotta Warriors Museum, now they have a 3 pits accessible for the public.
Yeah,
But they said must be over 8,000 warriors buried inside the pit.
8,000. And I heard that, I don't know if
8,000.
this is true, but I heard a story that every single warrior is a little bit different. There are no two warriors that are the same. Is that true?
No two warriors. It's all different. All different. Like
Wow.
8,000 warriors, but only 1,500 warriors after repairing work. After restored, like this,
Yeah,
the ship looks good, and you
yeah,
can see. I'm not sure. Can you see that on my screen? So some of the
yeah,
warriors got head missing, right?
yeah,
Some warriors have had head, some warriors didn't have head, so got head missing. So
yeah.
actually, when they
I,
when they yeah when they made that, when they made the warriors, they made the warriors head and the body separately.
okay. Hand and
And
body
some of
separate.
the head and the body separate. They made it separately. So maybe some of the body look the same or similar, but their head and their face sculptured a real soldier, totally different.
Yeah. Wow. So you can see here for people watching at home, like all of the faces are a little bit
Oh
different.
yeah, yeah, a little, yeah, it's totally different. So
Man,
you cannot find the same one here. And the
that's
same
crazy.
you cannot. Yeah, that's crazy. So they said that just the warriors here all made by the workers of Qin Dynasty according to the soldier's face.
Yeah. Wow.
So a lot of that's just a joking. So a lot of Chinese people, especially local people, of course, they would like to come here to see the warriors, to see the face. Maybe they can find their ancestors here.
Yeah,
That's
the finding
really
your ancestor.
cool.
That's
That's
really
really
interesting.
cool. Oh,
Wow.
some people just pointed out warriors to see. Wow, this one looks very much like my grandparents. Oh,
That's
that's
awesome.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really interesting. Yeah.
What a fun
Say,
game of I Spy. So
yeah,
this is pit one. Can you tell us
this is
about
pit
the
one.
other pits? So there are what I think
Yeah,
you said there were 3 pits in total, right?
yeah. In total, we have 3 pairs. I'm not sure if they have maybe fourths or fifths. Maybe they have a fourth and fifth not excavate, but now only 3 pits accessible for the public.
Okay.
Pit number one is the biggest one, as you can see. It was quite big, the size about 2 football fields.
Yeah.
But yeah, pit number 2 and 3 smaller. Pit number 2 is like half size of the number 1,
Yeah.
and it is a very different part. Different part. Pit number 2 have 4 different militaries. They have a kneeling archer, standing archer, horseman, chariot. But in pit number 1, you can see you only can find the standing warriors right here. Standing
Yeah.
warriors, horses, chariot. So it's a different military formation of the Qin dynasty. But pin number two, if you go inside, you cannot see any warriors because that pit, for the protection reason, they stopped digging.
Oh.
That because the warriors when they first discovered, they all have color.
Yeah.
Not like
You
this.
said they all have- Oh.
So yeah,
Interesting.
you see the warriors here is all like the third color, but
Yeah.
can you imagine that when they first discovered, all of
Oh.
them they have a different painting color, they have a skin color on face, looks very much like a real soldier.
Oh, wow. That's so.
Yeah, that's
There's actually a comment here that we got from someone in the live chat saying that the color oxidizes the minute it's exposed to the air. So does that
yes,
mean that when they're excavated, when they're first excavated, that means that at that moment they have color and then it just disappears after a few
that's
minutes?
yes, yeah, 5 minutes. This had maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes color gone. That's that quick.
So this used to be all colored. That's crazy. That would have been so
Yeah.
cool to see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's pretty cool. Yeah. So nowadays, if you search on the internet, you Google terracotta warriors,
Yeah.
you can find some colored warriors, from
Yeah.
pictures. When they
Oh,
first discovered, they took picture and the color gone. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So
that's really
if you see the face of the warriors of the
yeah.
soldier with color,
Yeah.
they're really like a lively face.
Oh, cool.
That is
I have
number yeah.
one more question for you. Oh, wait, could you tell us about Pit 3 before I ask you my final question?
Oh,
Tell us a
okay.
bit about Pit 3.
Pin number 3 is the smallest one.
Yeah.
Only 520 square meters, very small, and only have 4 horses, only have a 1 chariot, and the 6 to 8 warriors. Yeah, like this. You can see 4 horses, totally, totally 6 to 8 warriors, and you can see the formation, the layout, arrangement of the warriors totally different from that in pin number 1 and 2. They stand face to face. You can see the
Oh,
warriors here. They stand face to face.
yeah.
According by the layout arrangement of the warriors in pin number 3, and also according by the history book, the stories written on the history book, they said here must be the headquarters of the whole underground army.
Oh, headquarters.
Yeah,
Interesting.
headquarters. So smallest one, but the most important. So here,
That's cool.
all the soldiers here you can find. If you see carefully, you may find the soldiers here, the warriors here, they all have a very big belly. See, right?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
means they all middle ranking and high ranking officers. They're not soldiers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just like today we call who have belly? The big potatoes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
So I
So
have one more question before we have to say goodbye.
yeah.
So can you put the camera back to your lovely face so we can
Oh,
talk face to face?
Okay. Do that.
Oh, there you are. Hello, Eric.
Oh,
So I
good.
just wanted to ask a quick question about Xi'an as the starting point of the Silk Road. Could you tell us a bit more about
Yes.
that?
Yes, Xi'an was the starting point of the Silk Road. So actually, the Silk Road started from 2,000 years ago, Western Han Dynasty. That's the first time.
Yeah.
One of the diplomats, Zhang Qian, his name is Zhang Qian, route to the Western country. So during the Tang Dynasty, they have another line, the pathway, route to the Middle Asia, the Western country, and Europe.
Yeah.
So from actually Tang Dynasty, the western gate of the Tang Dynasty, that is exactly the starting point of the Silk Road. So from that time, all the Chinese stuff began to sell to the other country, and from here the Chinese merchants start their 4,500 miles journey west to Europe. So here is a really starting point of
Yeah.
the Silk Road.
That's so cool. Well,
That's
we are
very
going to learn
yeah
a little bit more about that in our next session. So I just want to say a huge thank you to you, Eric, for
yeah.
taking us around the Terracotta Warriors. And I hope everyone watching from home really enjoyed your talk. Thank you so, so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a nice day. Yeah.
Oh, you too. You too. Talk to you later. Bye, Eric.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. That was so much fun. Huge thank you to Eric for telling us about the history of the Terracotta Warriors and also a little bit more about the history of ancient Xi'an in general. We are moving on now. Exciting times. Oops, I'm going to remove that here. Stop that. So next stop for us today, we are going to Huiminjie, which is the Muslim street in Xi'an. So as Eric mentioned, Xi'an was the starting point of the ancient imperial Silk Road, the capital as well as the Silk Road. So it became a really important crossroads for people throughout China, as well as people through Central Asia and the Middle East. So as a result, Xi'an became this hub of diverse ethnic identities as well as religious beliefs, and people also brought their amazing food with them. So today, I am right now about to cross with Daria. Hello, Daria.
Hey, hello there.
How are you?
I'm fine. Look where I'm at. I am at the drum tower right
Oh my
there.
It's
It's
so
behind
cute.
me.
Yeah.
Even though it's a bit raining, I think it's still beautiful
It is.
and ancient enough.
Very ancient. I think I looked at the stats of that building before the live stream. I think it was built like 800 or 900 years ago. So
Yes,
old.
it's really old. And also, as you know, Xi'an is the start of the Silk Road.
Yes.
It was, and there was an emperor whose name was Wudi. He started sending his Chinese missions to all the countries nearby and also even to Rome.
Oh,
So
wow.
I think maybe it started right here where I'm standing.
That's very appropriate because you're about to
And
take us a bit of a tour of the
yes,
amazing
and
history of Xi'an.
on my back there is a drum tower, and on my front is the very famous Huimin Street, Muslim street that they call it. Look, there are so many people.
Yeah,
Even not enough, I would say, because it's raining. It would be much more people there. They might live stream with us.
It
They
looks like
will be
you're-
curious.
you're
Look,
attracting
this lady wanna say
people.
hi. Look, she wanna say
Hey,
hi. No, she's shy now. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna walk you through this a little bit up front. So this street called Huimin Street because they were lots of merchants from Arabic countries, even from Persia, and in times of Han Dynasty, they came here and settled down.
Yeah.
And they settled down on this very street. So
Wow.
their ancestors are opening shops right now. They are doing delicious stuff. And while we were waiting for you, we bought one thing right here.
Oh, what is that?
That is a traditional sweet. It's called Jingao or Lianggao. It is made of glutinous rice or glutinous rice powder and covered with a jam. Sometimes traditionally they cover it with a rose jam and some peanuts and some stuff. So you are sitting there, and what I'm gonna do now, I might just start eating it.
Oh, I'm so jealous right now. I've never
This
tried
one,
Yeah, what's it like?
yes, okay. This one is with strawberry jam.
Yeah.
It's really chewy,
Oh.
and it doesn't have really differentiating sweet taste because Chinese people not like really sweet stuff, too much sugar.
Yeah.
So it's mild, but it's nice. It's nice enough.
It looks really nice.
So while we continue walking and I'm continue eating,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna show you the different part of the road.
Yep.
So because I'm eating right now and I don't want to be too jealous, so we can come over some places they are selling here, and we can see what is there. Okay, so it's a traditional yogurt.
Oh wow.
Suan nai. They
Yeah.
are making it like historically because Muslim people are really good with milk stuff, you know. So yes, there are lots of things that we can eat here. So also those are some sweets and some peanuts and some stuff to do some desserts as well. And in Shanxi and Xi'an is really famous for this one.
Oh, what is that? Is that pomegranate?
Yes, it's pomegranate and pomegranate juice because it is grown here. The pomegranates and kiwis are grown in Shanxi and they are really popular, you know.
Yeah.
So actually this is very famous spot except some other streets in China and in Xi'an for tourists. So there are squid right there.
Mm-hmm.
And there are dumplings because actually Muslim people are cooking really delicious dumplings as well. And the lighting is not so good, so sometimes it's just blurry, right? So I'm gonna come back to myself because I finished eating it. Yay! And also there are dozens of stuff and really big shops behind me that you can buy all the desserts with yourself and like take it home.
That's amazing.
But speaking about the traditional things that we can eat in the Muslim street, I will say there is like maybe 10 delicious stuff that you can eat there. So there is so-called pao mo. Pao mo is a flatbread, pita bread that's soaked in lamb soup or in beef soup.
Yeah.
It's really delicious. I'm gonna try to show it to you because we are doing the live stream and I need to show some people. Look.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I'm doing the live stream and people are eating these kinds of breads.
Yep.
Yes. And what I'm doing horrible stuff. I'm just filming people who came here to eat. But also, you need to say hi. Hi, they're really friendly. And look at this cute baby. Hey, she's enjoying the soaked pita bread already. So, back again. And I will start embarrassing people right now. Okay, so actually, except for pita soaked bread, there are also really famous dumplings. And I will say name card of Xi'an is biang mian.
Oh my God.
You know?
Yeah.
Like this.
Oh, look
Those
at
are really difficult characters. Hey, look there.
Yeah.
Okay, and also, what is more important is dumpling soup right there.
Yeah.
So it's very important because all of the people who come here, they're number one, they need to eat pao mo. That is pita soaked bread in lamb soup or beef soup is up to you, right? Then there are noodles that we just saw. That is biang mian. Okay. Also, there is Chinese hamburger, which called which called rojamo. Yeah. So actually, I will show you. Hey there, I will show you the street. It is right now. it's much more beautifuler, I would say.
Yeah.
Because and also they are having some other shops with some strange stuff here. Apparently, it's Chinese and Russian shop, which I'm not gonna enter. Okay, so there are lots of juices. There are lots of things you can drink, and actually, I think this is really sweet place. Also, because it's raining, there are not so many people. Because usually on holidays, you cannot find a place to stand on, not even to walk.
Yeah.
You know.
Crazy.
So we are heading to the place. They are cooking stuff again. Also, what is more important, there are cold noodles that are very famous. There are different styles that they can be cooked with. So look here. So there are some of the sauces you put to cold noodles. Then there are chopped cucumbers right there. And some of the noodles right here. So I'm thinking, how much do you miss staying right there at home and me being here? Look at that. Hi. I think you will come back very soon and enjoy it. So also, as you see, the Muslim street is really green because there are so many trees around. And now it is prohibited by the government to get rid of the trees right here because it's a historical object. And okay, now okay, they are making an advertisement of Rojamo, and I think it's a really good one. Okay, so also you can see traditional Xi'an sweets, which are made of green beans. They're called ludogao, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, and there is a beautiful lady here. Okay, she's a bit shy. So, and we are back to pomegranate juice again. So I think if you come here one day, we can make a competition. How much food after you will say, stop, I cannot eat anymore?
I will win, Daria. You don't know
well, I'm not sure. Look, I have been living in Shenzhen for a year, and the food was so mild and tasteless there that after coming to Xi'an, I gained 8 kilograms eating Xi'an food and noodles.
I love it. That
cold noodles, pao mo, roja mo, jingao, the thing where we're eating there. They're so delicious and so high calorie ones. So if you want to gain some weight, I think it's a great place to come over, you know?
I agree. I very much agree.
Also, this is the place, right now, all of the, like, a while ago, like maybe in 1090s, sometime, government tried to change the street and tried to make Muslim people live in another district because this one is the center of the city. But right now, they are not allowed to move in any other place because this is a historical object. And also, if you even think this street is not so fancy and maybe houses are old, oh, you are mistaken. They worth a lot right now. Like if one of your ancestors had one of these houses, you know, you could earn like millions right now by selling the place.
Yeah,
because right now,
middle of the city.
Yes. Also, there are lots of other traditional things. Even the durian, which is prohibited to eat in lots of countries, but here we can see it. Yes, and also famous, covered in sweet cold fruits, which called tanghulu, bin tanghulu. There are kiwis, as you can see right here, and nuts and everything here, right? So.
Can you ask Daria what?
So Dad was just asking that there's something that he remembers where there's like they've got this big hammer and then they're kind of like whacking.
They're pounding it.
I think it's some kind of nougat or something. I don't know.
Yes, they have this place. I know what he's talking about. They are making candies themselves, or nougat, or they make some candies made of nuts, peanuts, and maybe sunflower seeds, you know. And I'm trying to find this place because sometimes they are on their day off, but not usually. So, yeah. Also, there is a big castle that is a Mango Kingdom.
I love that place so much. I always go and get a massive cup of mango. When I
Oh,
go.
look. They have even a fountain here. Let me show you one. Okay. Look at this place. Wow.
What is going on there?
Okay, they are taking pictures and they are making their wishes. They write their wishes on the pieces of paper
That's cute.
and they stick it there on the top. It's believed that your wishes will come true, apparently, if you will do that.
Oh,
So, but it's a bit loud there, so I'm coming back. I'm
Nice.
coming back. But also, it's a really nice place because there are lots of tourists right there
Yeah.
taking pictures and trying to live their something, maybe dreams or maybe hopes for something right there with them.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
So
I see that a lot in
also,
China.
also there is a very famous noodle in Xi'an called Xiaozimian.
Oh.
Xiaozimian is a bit sour because it's made with vinegar.
Mhm.
They have lots of vegetables there, like carrots and some beans and stuff. And if I can find it, I will take a picture of it and send it to you.
I
But
love
now I can stand right here and show you the Chinese hamburger thing
Oh,
that
here
we
go.
were talking about
Oh.
right here.
Roger.
Rojamo. Okay. It's usually made with beef because on Muslim street they do not obviously eat any pork right now. So these are the things that they are making it from. And there is a meat right there with spices that is boiled for a long, long time to make it delicious, right? Also, they are doing some corn dogs. Isn't it amazing? Corn dogs and banana hot dogs, I would say.
Banana hot dogs.
I don't think they were
Yes.
eating that on the Silk Road, Dad.
Yeah.
Oh, this is weird, but I believe it's still delicious.
Inventive, like fusion.
And also, if you will ask me, Daria, how did you manage to get so fat in Xi'an? I will tell you. It's because of hulatang. Hulatang is I will say hot pepper soup that is made with meatballs, that is made with lots of vegetables like carrots, cabbage, some other stuff. It depends on different restaurants, so it will be different. And it is very delicious. And you need to put your pita soaked bread like right there, and you eat it. And usually people eat that for breakfast. Also, although if it's like really spicy, but it's really delicious. If I can find it, I will show you. But also there is another thing that you might be interested in right here is this one. It's a kind of sweet that made with sugar and sticky rice. And they have some things there. There are dried apricots on top. And look, and they're selling that as well.
Yeah.
Yes. So also, as you can see, there are QR codes right here. That is, China is going to pay without a contact right now, like uncontactable pay because of the virus thing and everything. So you don't need to hold any money. You just take your WeChat or you take any program you have and you can pay with that.
Yeah.
I was talking for a long time. I need to have a break and ask you, do you have any questions? Because if for me, I can continue to talk a lot. I didn't get fat for nothing. I didn't get fat for nothing.
Daria, it's so good.
Sorry, awesome. She's the highlight. So I do have a question for you, actually.
Can we come to Xi'an and do a tour with you?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Oh, I think you'd be great.
I think we will be great friends, Daria. I think we can get along very well.
And you could get fatter?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Every time I go to Xi'an, I come back a lot heavier. How long have you been living in Xi'an for?
Or in Xi'an, I have been just for 2 years. So it's a really short amount of time to get fat for, right? But I did it. So in China, I have been for, let's say, 10 years already.
10.
And here I might not be hearing you very well, but I'm gonna show this great dragon statue right here because it's a new one.
Okay.
So it looks amazing. Okay, let me do it. Yes.
What color is it?
Look at this.
Oh, there. Yeah.
Very cool.
Breathing smoke.
Yes. Oh, hello.
Oh. Oh.
It's actually a place to come
Yeah.
to one of the restaurants, hey?
Oh,
Restaurant.
it's a restaurant. That is so cool.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a very weird place.
I wasn't sure what
But
it was. Nightclub.
I think it was worth to see, hey?
Very worth seeing. It made my day.
Also, if you think that Huimindie is just one street, you are mistaken because look at this. There is another. Hey, someone is saying hi to you. Okay, there is another line right there. There are lots of people and lots of delicious things as well.
Yeah.
So I think when you come here, you will need at least, let's say, 8-10 hours to
When
walk
I
through.
Yeah, when
Yes.
I went there, I came back at multiple times of the day. So I went for breakfast, then I went home, I came for lunch, and then I came home, and then I went to eat dinner. So yeah, you have to be very strategic in how to get as much food in your body as possible.
Or not eat for a few days before that. You know, let's go to this side of the road and check it out.
Yeah.
Like, so they they are doing a soup with pears and red dates that is sold here. It can be hot or it can be cold. It's up to you. It depends on the summer. Actually, in summer, it's a really good place to come.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, chicken wings for sure for people who love chicken wings.
Yeah.
Then lots of dried fruits right here.
Oh, cool.
Oh my god, I never felt so comfortable live streaming. I thought it would be weird, and it's not at all.
No, it's just like a FaceTime
Look.
call.
Also, there is for people who love something tricky and strange, there are some intestines and tummy. I would say beef tummy parts
My dad
with
loves
spices. Yes. So they are with spices, with onions, with everything. They are boiled right here in front of you. And they are spiced with all delicious stuff. Also, look at this one. It's chao liang gao or chao liang pier. What is this?
Oh, I love that one.
Chao liang fur. Yes. So it is fried with sprouts with pepper. It's sprinkled with some spices for having a better taste, I guess.
Oh,
And now there is the mother of the whole Muslim street is all the pastry. Look at that.
The bread is
It
so
might-
good.
It might be very delicious. Also, there is a sticky tofu, which is black, but
that's
as it's not, yes, and it smells.
I took my dad for his first ever chou doufu, stinky tofu, a couple of weeks ago. So I've got a
Can
video.
you smell it from here?
Smell it
it.
through the screen. Oh.
Tastes good. Smells good.
Yes. So also there are more people here because it's not a tourist part and more locals, I would say, come here
Yeah.
mostly. So there are more delicious stuff like coconut juices and coconut ice cream right here. I think maybe the light would not be so great, but still.
Yeah.
And very traditional drink is suan mei tang, which is the drink made with like sour fruits, you know. And of course, traditional or not, because there's Peppa Pig craft.
Good news.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a Peppa Pig right here. And there are lots of small shops and really, really interesting places that you can buy something for yourself for the memory of Xi'an,
Oh,
you
love
know,
it.
and that character, biang biang biang,
Oh,
the
wow.
character, biang.
Really intense.
So actually, to sum up, this street is really great for shopping, for eating, and it's not enough actually to have just few hours of coming here. because I think they have so many cultures connected all together. And I think it's a really nice place to take pictures, to buy souvenirs, to try lots of stuff, maybe to buy something for yourself and carry it with you. And I don't know, give it to your friends, make a gift. So this is really amazing, a beautiful street. I think you need to come here more often.
I will go as soon as I can get back to China. I'm going to come and visit you in Xi'an, and we can eat and get fat together.
Oh my God, no, I try to lose some weight, but I still will eat with you. So
okay, I'll eat.
Yes. Oh, I don't have a doubt. I will watch and maybe still join in.
Good.
You know, actually, even though it's raining, the atmosphere is really great because it smells delicious all over here. And there are lots of interesting lights and I would say traditional cabs, but they are not. They're modernized traditional cabs that they used to have before.
Yeah.
So I think this is really, really one of highlights of Xi'an.
Yep.
Also, there are more highlights as you will see later, and you told before. But we can do another streamline if you want to next time.
I would love to, Daria. You have been an absolute treat. Such a good live streamer. So much energy, guys. A thumbs up.
It's my topic, yo.
I love it. I can't wait to meet you in person in Xi'an, hopefully in the next 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, no problem. See you then. Hey.
See you later.
Nice to see you. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
She's great.
Yeah,
She's
that was
great.
so much
She was
fun.
so good. So
Oh
much.
my
Wouldn't you
gosh.
love to have her as a tour guide?
Oh my gosh. I haven't met someone so
good.
knowledgeable. Well,
Yeah.
not that I'd call myself knowledgeable, but someone so passionate
Yeah.
about Xi'an food as Daria.
Yeah.
I can't wait to meet her in person and become best of friends.
Yeah, she was so full of energy. Anyway, I'm
Yeah.
gonna leave you to it.
Oh, thanks, Dad. Thanks for joining our live
Thanks for
stream.
joining.
Oh, can you turn on the air conditioning?
Yeah.
It's so hot. I'm burning up. So thank you guys for watching that segment with me. So that's a little bit about the food history of Xi'an. Xi'an food is just so ridiculously good. I've already made like 1 billion videos about Xi'an food. So you can check those out on my YouTube channel. But next we are crossing to Romario here. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you going?
I'm good. This
So
thing
good
is
to see
scaring
you.
me. I don't know why.
Oh, that's so weird. So can you tell us where you are right now?
So right now, I am at the 7th International Silk Road Film Festival. And right now, we're at the Xi'an Film Studio, the #3 studio, at the World Classic International Film Poster Exhibition. And right now with me, I also have Li Lao Shi right here. And he's going to be explaining and taking us through the entire exhibition and seeing exactly what the World International Classic Film Posters have to offer. But before that, do you recognize this?
Isn't that from like Greece or something? Rome?
It's from Roman Holiday, the film. I don't know if you ever watched it. We're about to learn all about it right now. Yeah, so
Amazing.
please take us through.
OK，我们来看这边，行，
Let me show you guys.
耳机是没的。
No.
我们可以看到一整个区域，这边就是罗姆假日的一个纪念区。像这边的海报就全都是就是这个电影当年的原版海报。
Wow. So these are all of the film posters from that year when it was first released of Roman Holiday. You can see the beautiful classic Audrey Hepburn right there. Can you hear us, Amy?
I can hear you. I can hear you. All going good. I'll let you know if you drop out.
Okay.
然后我们可以看到这个位置，就是和电影里面赫本当年穿过的衣服是一模一样的。
Is that
这个是个复刻版
Oh, this is not what she wore, but it's not like, you know, what she wore on that day. So
It's a
this is like
replica.
a copy of that, but it's a classic Audrey Hepburn dress. Would you wear something like that, Amy? Is that your style?
No, too much fabric.
Too
It
much
needs to be a bit
fabric.
shorter.
What about
但是
this?
对于他来说，就是我们这儿有一个完全真实当年拍摄电影用过的一个摩托车。
This is the real 真实的。
对对，
Oh.
真实的。
This is
So
the
that's the
real
real
motorbike that they use in the film. You can see it right here.
Oh, I'll have to go
Audrey
watch
Hepburn.
this movie right after the stream because I've never seen it before. So
You've never seen Roman Holiday?
I've never seen Roman Holiday.
Shame on you, Amy. Shame on you.
I'm
But I haven't seen
sorry.
it either. So shame on us.
You haven't seen it either. How dare you shade me? Oh, we've lost Romario. This fun fact, this spot right here is a bad internet area. But as soon as he moves on from Roman holiday, the internet gets
当
better.
年
You're
拍
back.
摄这个电影的时候呢，看到这个位置啊，我们可以看到这个地方，它是有一个里程表在这儿放着的。
Oh. So what Lilash is telling me right now is that when they filmed this film, when they filmed the movie, they had about 3 motorbikes, and this was one of the motorbikes. This one was special because, as you can see here, it sort of has the mileage on the motorbike, and motorbikes are that the actual mileage on the motorbike, which is pretty cool.
这3台车里面只有一个是有里程表的。然后我们再来看底下这个位置，哎呀，我们可以看到这儿有2个脚灯，然后这3辆车呢，它其中是有2个车是有这个脚灯，然后是双脚灯，但是有一个车是单脚灯，它只有一边儿。
Okay. So this one also has the 2 brakes here that you can see here, and the other car, there were like 3 cars, and only 2 of them had 2 brakes, and one of them had only 1 brake. So this is one of the carts that had 2 brakes and also had the mileage, the tracking mileage thing here. Pretty cool. And this is Roman holiday. Wow. Can you hear us okay?
I can hear you guys. Going well.
Nice. Let's keep going. What else is there?
然后我们可以看到这张海报，我们可以拉近点看。
Okay, let's go close to the poster here.
Oh, that's nice.
我们可以看到它写的是53年的第444场。
So this is the 1953 this year. You can see the year right here at the very bottom. So this was 1953. Yeah. And this is the 444th poster that was printed. This one right here. Wow. So they all have it written down right at the bottom of the poster. It's pretty cool. Anything special about this 海报？这个海报有什么特点？
这张海报是这罗马假日海报里面最珍贵的一张，这个是美国发行的。然后这张海报呢，因为它的发行数量比较少，然后它的颜色特别的鲜艳以及丰富好看，所以说它比较珍惜一些。
I see. So this one is the most precious, or was the most popular film poster for this film, because the colors are really, really beautiful, really, really bright, and really, really showcasing like their faces and Audrey Hepburn's beauty. And this one, it was sort of limited, like the amount of posters that they had, it was a limited amount. So this one is one of the more precious versions of the poster for the Roman holiday film. And it's the American version.
好，那我们现在就去这个展馆的入口。
Okay, now we're going to go to the entrance to the entire exhibition. How are you feeling so far, Amy? Are you liking what you see? Is it interesting?
Very, very interesting. Yeah, it looks good. So how often does this International Film Festival happen? Do you know? Is it a yearly thing? Is it always in Xi'an, or like?
So the International Film Festival it's an annual thing, and it's either going to be in Xi'an or in Fuzhou. So these 2 cities are the main cities in the past that were sort of, you could say, the Qidian, or the start of the Silk Road. So that's why the Silk Road Film Festival is annually held in these 2 cities. So Xi'an is more of like when you would travel by road, and if you were in Fuzhou, then you would travel more by sea. So Fuzhou is like the maritime Qidian, and Xi'an is more like the road Qidian. And here we're at the entrance.
So does Xi'an and Fuzhou have a history of enjoying international movies? Like, is that why there's an international film festival held there?
So the reason for the...
We've lost Romario, but he will soon be back. There's a little bit of a wonky internet situation in this place. So just a second.
International Film Festival is actually now to all the way through Asia, all the way through Turkey, all the way to even the Mediterranean, even to the Greece and Roman Empire. So at that time, the Silk Road was sort of a symbol of an exchange of culture between all of these nations that were along this Silk Road. So what they're trying to do now with the Silk Road International Film Festival is to maintain that spirit of saying that, hey, we can also continue to exchange culture through media and through film. So film is a really, really great way to sort of express culture, showcase culture. So the Silk Road International Film Festival is here to sort of keep that idea of exchanging culture and exchanging ideas through film. So that's the reason for the film festival.
Oh, cool. Thank you for that info. That was really informative.
No problem. And now, 李老师. 来，李老师。
然后我们可以看到啊，就是这儿就是我们展馆的这个入口。这个展馆呢，就是曾经的西安电影制片厂的摄影棚。它是3号摄影棚。然后我们可以看到，这个顶上还保留了当年拍电影时候的一个马道的原样。
Wow. So you can see, Amy, that this was actually a studio, like an actual filming studio. So they filmed real films here. And as you look at the ceiling, they've still maintained like the sort of all of the stuff that you would have, I guess, for if you were filming a movie. So you see all those numbers and all that stuff. That's where you would hang lights, and I guess that's where they would do all like the flying kung fu and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Can you see that clearly?
Yeah, no, that's really clear. That's really cool. So some of those flying kung fu scenes were filmed in here. I love that.
Exactly. That's so amazing. That's pretty cool.
然后这个影棚呢，这个影棚始建于哪？始建于1959年的4月份。
So it was built in 1959. Pretty cool.
Cool.
Nice.
我们可以看到这儿有很多的照片，就是以前在这个棚里面我们搭建过的内景拍摄的一些以前电影的剧照。
It's a bit dark, but these are all photos, right? These are all photos
From
of
here.
the time when they were filming movies here. Can you see? Maybe Bruce Lee's in one of these photos.
I didn't know that Xi'an had such a bustling film industry, to be honest.
To be honest, I didn't either until I came here. That's why you have to come to film festivals. You learn so much.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this? Oh, a very special chair, apparently.
Gollum.
Do you know this guy? This is the guy from Lord of the Rings.
Of course I know who this guy is. Gollum, also known as Schmeagol.
Yeah. What did he used to say? What's that famous quote of his? I forget.
My precious.
Yes, that's it. So, 这个椅子有什么？为什么这个椅子在这里？有什么特点？
这个椅子是以前西安电影制片厂这个摄影棚它的一个看门人，他坐在这个地方，他守卫着整个摄影棚。只是我们现在把椅子放在这个位置，就相当于他的精神还照耀着整个影棚。
Wow. See, and this is one thing I really like about Chinese culture, and I think you like this as well. The reason why they keep this chair here is because in the past there was like a 看门人, which is someone who watches over the entire like studio as things are going on, and they kept the chair here so they could keep
1 millisecond, guys. Bear with us.
keep his sort of spirit alive. Have the the guy from Lord of the Rings here watching over it as well. That's pretty.
I love
cool.
it.
This is what I think Chinese culture is so interesting, so full of like symbolism.
So full of Schmeagol.
Yeah, exactly. What is this?
我们可以看到它就是最开始是没有电影海报这个概念的。然后当时电影宣发出来之后，他为了做宣传，他就让人把那个板背在前头、后头，然后连接起来，上面印上他的装贴画。然后就是为了来宣传自己的电影。
Oh, I see. So in the past, there were actually no film posters. So how would you sort of promote your film if you didn't have a film poster? So a lot of people did it like this. They would just have someone have like cardboard on the back and front of their bodies, and they would have like the film's name or whatever. So this was the ancient film poster before there were film posters. And it sort of looks a bit like a sandwich, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does look like a sandwich.
It does look like a sandwich, right? I'm not crazy. I knew it did look like a sandwich.
然后这就到这边是最早期的电影海报。
Oh, so now we're at the earliest film posters. So these are the earliest film posters that were ever created.
对，我们可以看到上面这些痕迹，这些漆印是为了做出来一些就是。因为它是最早的电影海报嘛，所以说这都是一些做旧的效果。
那这个是故意的吗？
对，是故意的。
So can you see these ink blots here?
Yeah.
The ink blots here on the poster.
Yeah.
They did this on purpose because they wanted to like sort of give that feeling of looking at an old film poster because it would be a bit messy. It wouldn't be as perfect as it is today. So they did that purposely just to give that feeling. That is so Chinese. That's so cool.
And then really modern writing on top of it.
Yeah.
Clash. But interesting.
Wow.
Interesting that they've done that.
Oh, here.
然后这块就是最早期的两张电影海报。
So these are the
鲁米埃尔电影院的海报，1895年。
Can you see that clearly?
Oh, cool. Yeah. I can see that very clearly.
These are the earliest film posters, and they were all produced by the Lumiere brothers. So it was their film that made the earliest film posters in 1896 and 1895.
Wow, it almost looks like they've been drawn by hand.
I was saying, like, it almost looks like they were drawn by hand.
Yeah.
But I don't know, were they 是手绘的吗？
对，这个是早期手绘的。
Yeah, they were drawn by hand. Very good eye, Amy. You could be a film person.
A film poster person.
I was trying to find the word and I just couldn't. What about here? Oh yeah. Oh, over here, there's also. Amy, you should know this one.
Oh, it's the Seven Dwarfs.
我们可以看到这是一张很著名的一个错版的白雪公主与7个小矮人。
错版的. So this thing has a mistake in it. Where is the mistake, Amy? Can you find the mistake?
I don't speak Spanish, so I
It's
don't
not a
know.
grammatical error.
Oh, okay. Wait, 1 second. Let me count the dwarves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 7 dwarves. Is it that Snow White kind of looks like a man? Is that the mistake?
It's a mistake in the look of. Can you hear
Wait,
us?
say that. You just cut out for 1 second.
Oh,
What was the mistake?
What's the name of this movie?
It's Snow White and the 7 dwarves.
How many dwarves are there?
I checked. There's 7 there.
There's 7 there? Are you sure?
Look, there's one out at the bottom of the frame. So you've got
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
他发现了，
4, 5,
他
6,
太
and
聪
then
明
you've
了。
got,
你接着讲。
see, you've got one down the bottom there. Just the
你太
head.
聪明了 ，Amy。确实，
一般人
看到了吗？
看到了。
Am I the only one in 100 years that's faciened this donkey? Like,
Because a lot of people mistake it. A lot of people don't see it. So originally, for whatever reason, whoever was like writing this or making this haibao or making this film poster, he originally had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dwarves, right? And then this dwarf was sort of a mistake because he hadn't written the 7th dwarf. It's Snow White and the 7 dwarves, and he only had 6. So then here in this space that was left behind, he made the face for the 7th dwarf. That's why this dwarf is so low and all the rest are standing.
so it was like an afterthought. That's super interesting.
So now we're going to look at, what is this? 不同规格的海报。
就是这儿就是一些世界上最早期它不同规格、不同大小的海报。我们可以看到这个位置。
Oh, here. Oh, so small. Can you put your hand there?
海报。
把你的手放在这儿。
来，我们可以比划一下。
This is the smallest film poster in the world.
它只有这么一点点。
Whoa. I have very small hands, and look, my hands
It's
are bigger than
Gordon. I love that movie.
What? You know this movie?
Yeah, I think it's Flash Gordon, right?
It's I think so. I don't know. I'm too young. I'm sorry, we're not in the same generation. How old are you, Amy?
I'm older than I look.
Wow. 所以就是有不同大小的，对吧？
对，这儿大小都不太一样，有长的、短的，包括有它的样式，横的也不一样。
So you have like so they're all different in size. You have like long ones, fatter ones, ones that are wider, ones that are thinner. So their size is all different. Very cool.
然后我们可以看到这张，这张是我特别喜欢的一张。
This is Li Lao's favorite. Why is this your favorite?
当时我们去找这些海报的时候呢，就是发现有一张海报它跟别的不太一样，
嗯
它没有画面，只有一行字儿，所以说我觉得它就是一张最草率的海报。
So this is also, ironically enough, this is also like a film poster. But as you notice, it has no photos, it has no actors, it has no actresses. All it has is the name. And this is why Li Laoshi likes it. Because he thinks it's incredibly direct. And it really showcases the director's sort of personality. That he didn't care about all this other stuff that people wanted to put on their film posters. All he wanted was just the name of the movie. And that's it.
I love it.
然后我们能看到这儿的海报呢，
Hello. 1
都是一
millisecond.
些大小不一的。
Oh, look at this one.
Oh, hello.
I don't know this actress. This is the biggest. Oh, is this the biggest? 是最大的吗？
对，是最大的海报。
Oh,
This is
that's
the
really
biggest
big, yeah.
typo in history in the world.
Yeah. In the world, ever.
In the world.
Or
我们可以看这个位置，
what are you pointing to, Li Laoshi?
它其实是有2张海报拼接在一起的。
Oh. So what he's saying is that these are actually 2 film posters put together. Because I guess back in the old times, they couldn't print such a huge poster by itself. So they actually used 2 posters and put them together like this. So you can see these sort of, you see where they differ? So this one is this color, this one's that color. So they're actually 2 different highballs.
Oh, that's super interesting.
That's so cool. Wow.
Nice.
Do you know this movie? Do you know this film?
No, I don't think so. I don't recognize the actor or the actress, and I don't think I've heard of the movie. Cosa si fa per te? I think I just butchered
What
that.
else do we have here? Can you speak a bit louder, Amy? I'm having trouble hearing your voice.
Sorry, can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I can hear you better now.
Okay,
我们
cool.
看到，因为前面的海报它大小都特别的不一致，
然
后所以说当年爱迪生最后对这些所有的海报进行了一个重新的定义，它进行了一个尺寸的标准，就是它统一为了一个27乘41英寸的一个大小，也就是现在的68.5乘104.1厘米。
So this became the sort of standard. Edison created the sort of standard for these posters, and these are the measurements. Can you see those?
Yeah, yeah, I can see that.
Wow, pretty cool. So this became the sort of standard. These types of film posters here, these became the standard. Wow.
也就是因为有了爱迪生他制定那个标准之后，所以才诞生了哪个呢？就是美国国家银幕服务公司 NSS。
This is the American company NSS.
Yeah.
它在爱迪生制定的基础之上，又重新更加的细致的定义了这些海报，它增加了一些细节。我们也可以看这个位置。
So they added some small details to these film posters. Oh, right here. So they started to add. Oh, this is when they started to add where a hypo came from, where like a film poster came from, and then the year and the number. Oh, so this is 1959, the 141st film poster for this movie. Oh, wow. So this was all after Edison created the standard. I see. Very interesting.
然后我们看这几张海报之后呢，会发现它有一个共同的特点，就是它全都有几个折痕。
For people who are asking, this is in Xi'an. We are still in Xi'an at the International Film Festival. Just lost connection, but we'll be back.
Oh, the thing of these film posters.
Sorry, you just cut out for a second. Could you say that again for us?
Yeah, Li Laoshi was telling me that there is a sort of crease or like a wrinkle going across every single one of these posters. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Here. And then over here.
Yeah.
You see it?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm like only. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can definitely see it.
So the reason for that is because after they would print all of the posters, obviously, they would then fold them and then send them to the film company or to sell them to whoever was going to post these film posters out into the public. So this proves that all of these film posters are real because of this crease going across the middle.
Oh, cool. Nice. So all of the posters here in the exhibit are originals.
Originals. Yep, definitely.
That's cool.
Pretty cool. And we have a huge printing press right here. Wow. Tell us about this printing press, Li Laoshi.
我们可以看到这儿有2张照片。对，这个就是石板印刷机的发明人。阿鲁印刷机，我们看到墙上这几张海报呢，都是这个石板印刷机印出来的。
Okay, so you see, this is the guy who came up or who invented this printing press. And look at the sort of like film posters that came from his time. So you can see that they're a bit older.
Yeah. Yeah, it does look older.
They're using like older paper and stuff like this. So it's like
一些，然后它这个画面看起来是比较古老的。
The colors are a lot more dull, and the paper, you can feel it, the texture of it all looks a bit older.
I like it.
Time. So these were. You like this style?
Yeah, I really do.
I think I prefer the one. I think it's a bit too American for me, like old school America. This reminds me of like my father's or my grandfather's era.
Fair
然后
enough.
我们可以看到这个就是石板印刷机。
Oh, can you see that? I'm trying to get you a really good image of the printing press.
Oh, cool. What is that on top of it? Engraved into it.
Slab. Yeah, this is the slab that they would use to then print onto the paper.
你可以看到这个石板就是石板印刷机它最重要的一个媒介，它的所有的画面是在这个石板上完成的。然后这个石板因为它非常珍贵，所以说它一直在重复利用。就是它每次印完一个画面之后，它就把它磨砂掉，打磨掉，磨掉之后呢，所以说这个画面就会成为了一个绝版，就是以后再也不会出现。
Oh, so that's all I see now. So like, because they're using this stone, and this stone would be used like multiple times over and over and over again to print out different film posters. So after they print something, it's the final version of it, and it's the only one that will exist, because after that they're going to reuse this. So they have to, sort of rub everything away and then print something new. So there's no copies of stuff. Like there's no like second chance of stuff.
Yeah.
If all of the hibaos here are all like the real ones and the only ones that exist. That's my point.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Wow. And it's a big slab too. Jeez. That's pretty cool.
再往后看，就是可以看到一些电影大国的海报。
So now we're going further into this area, and we're into like French films, French film posters, Spanish film posters. Everywhere around us, there are so many posters. Let me show you. So you can see the Spanish posters or Spanish films over here.
Yeah.
French films over here. Wow. Oh, I know this film. 这个是不是
世界上第一个科幻片《月球旅行记》
This is the film poster for the first ever science fiction film in the world, A Trip to the Moon. Have you watched that movie?
I haven't.
I thought you were like a film buff. I thought you knew films, Amy. I feel like I'm disappointed.
Food. I know food. I don't know films.
You know food. You don't know films. Okay.
Yeah, that's my area of expertise. But it looks like a really cool exhibition there. Do you know how long it's on for, the entire exhibition?
Do we have one?
Do you know how long the entire exhibition goes for? Is it just for a week?
I think the exhibition goes for a pretty long time.
Oh, okay.
Half a year.
Half a year.
Half a year, yeah.
Oh, so it's almost always there.
It's almost always.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was only for this week. We've lost Romario, but he will be back shortly.
You can just.
Oh, I think I see. Oh, Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe. Wow.
Nice.
And all of her films, all of the film posters for her.
That's cool. I'm having a little bit of trouble.
Goodness. Are you a Marilyn Monroe fan? Can you hear?
Yes, I would say I am a fan of Marilyn Monroe. I haven't seen all of her films, but I've seen quite a few. She's pretty cool. Cool blondie.
Is she your style icon?
Style icon? I don't know. No, probably not. But she definitely is very classy, graceful. Definitely an icon.
No. You're blonde.
Hmm?
Amy.
I am
You are
blonde.
She is also blonde.
She is also blonde. Your powers of observation are amazing.
Thank you. I was going exactly for that. Oh, look at this.
So, Mario,
look at this. Amy, do you know
What
what
is-
this is?
Wait,
Do you know what this
I'm
is?
guessing it's a raincoat from Singing in the Rain.
Yes. I want to put this raincoat on. Can someone help me? I want to put
Are
this.
you allowed to?
Am I allowed to put this on? 我可以穿吗? 我可以穿吗?
可以。
I'm guessing it's not the real one.
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, it feels real. It feels like a real raincoat. 这个是真实的吗?
对，这个是真的。
I'm very surprised that they're letting you try on the actual one.
Must become just that special.
Wow.
This is so cool.
That is awesome.
And you can see the huge film posters for the movie. Wow.
Yeah.
This is iconic. My goodness.
Very iconic.
I think I want to keep this raincoat. Do you think it suits me? Is it my style?
Yep, for sure.
For sure. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna put it back
Keep
for now, but then I'm gonna come back and get it. I'm gonna keep it.
Nice.
Wow. That is incredible. That's one of my favorite films. When we were young. That did not. That you're okay. We're all okay. That did not occur. We were a
Are they
lot younger.
kicking you out now? I think they're gonna kick you out.
I hope not. Let's just keep it on the down low. Nothing happened.
Oh,
We
okay.
saw nothing.
I saw nothing.
Oh,
That
look.
never happened.
Look here. Do you see this?
What is it? Go in a bit closer.
终结者，
I'm
It's Terminator.
I'm back.
我们一起
Fuck.
一起来触摸一下这个位置，
Oh,
你
you
也
can
感觉
touch
在
it.
这个地方
It
特
feels
别
so
的真实。
oh, it feels so real. It actually feels like blood.
It actually
That
feels
is
like
That's so disturbing.
I feel like weirdly nauseous.
Like can you see the blood on my finger?
Oh god.
Wow. The Terminator. Look at the film
Very-
posters for the Terminator.
Very interactive, this museum.
They're so nice to me here.
Yeah, that's that's great.
Do you
Cool.
see this? Do you
Very
remember
cool.
that?
Huh?
What? Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I was gonna say a very cool exhibition. It's cool. Like I guess the first half of this live stream, we were showing more of like the ancient history of Xi'an and the food culture of Xi'an. I guess this
I
kind
can't
of.
hear you. Oh, Amy, are you?
Sorry, I think you've gone. Your internet kind of cut out a little bit. Can you go to like a place,
Yeah.
a better internet, so we can chat?
I think I'm better now. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you flip the camera around to your face?
Sure.
Cool. I just wanted to ask you a few questions about like, I don't know if you can you hear me now?
Yes, I think I can. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. I'll talk extra loud. But I just wanted to ask you a few questions of like what life is like in Xi'an. When did you come to Xi'an? How long have you been there for?
So I've been in Xi'an. I came to Xi'an in I think in either 2016 or 2015. I really can't remember. So I've been here for
Yeah.
about 4 years or going on 5 years. And
Yeah.
life in Xi'an, I think comparing it to other cities, life in Xi'an is a lot slower, but it feels a lot more, I don't know, it feels very meaningful. Like I can remember all of my days here and all the time I spent here. And because of the way the city is set up, where you have a lot of modernity set up with a lot of the real history of China, it feels like I'm in China, but then it also feels like I am like in like also like a super hyper modern version of China. You understand what I mean? Like it doesn't
Yeah.
feel like a super modern city. It feels like a classic sort of historical place, but it also feels super modern at the same time, which is like pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, that's really cool. Why did you decide to go to Xi'an to study rather than over other cities in China?
So I decided to go to Xi'an to study because mainly I really wanted to master Chinese language. And what my sort of, I guess you could say my mentor or someone who I looked up to told me is that if I went to like a very super international city, I would probably spend all of my time speaking English, especially
Yeah.
because I'm an English native. It would just be so easy for me to just keep speaking English. But if I went to a city where it was not too like, you know, like not too foreignized, but also not too not foreign, not too international, but also not too not international, then I would be able to sort of flourish in that environment a lot more. And like
Yeah.
and that's why he told me Xi'an, because Xi'an is that place. You know, it's very, very international, but then also very, very not international at the same time. Like right now,
Yeah.
the majority of my friends are Chinese. I spend most of my time hanging out with Chinese, going to the gym with Chinese. And so I feel like Xi'an, because of the way the city is set up, I was able to sort of develop my language that way. And that's why I chose it. That's why I ended up coming here. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I've only been to Xi'an a few times, but I do get the sense that it is a very modern city underneath all of that history. So, yeah, what do you like the most about living in Xi'an? I'd like to know.
I think my reason would be the same as like your reason. And I think
Oops, we've lost you.
the guys want like 肉夹馍, like 肉夹馍, like liang pi, like all of that. For me, I think honestly, coming from the Caribbean especially, like Xi'an food was super easy for me to get accustomed to. So I absolutely love the food here. And to be quite honest, I feel like if I were to leave Xi'an, it would be so hard for me because of the food, because I would really, really miss it, like truthfully.
Yeah, I miss Xi'an food and I'm not even living there. Good thing that here in Sydney we have a lot of really good restaurants that serve Xi'an specialties. So I get my fix every few weeks. But yeah, I can't wait to actually be back in Xi'an and yeah. eat some
Yeah.
really authentic Xi'an food. But yeah, that kind of takes us to the end of our live stream now. But thank you so much for taking us around the International Film Festival. It's been really great to chat with you.
Same. It was my pleasure.
Yay! Well, chat soon. Is there anything you'd like to add before we say goodbye? Anything you want to add about Xi'an or the festival or whatever?
I mean, the festival is absolutely amazing. I'm going to end off with like the back camera so you guys can just see the end of the thing here. The festival is absolutely amazing. You have all of this really cool art and all of these really cool exhibitions. And this is only one part of the festival. So the festival is going to continue to go on for the rest of this month. So there's a lot to enjoy. There's a lot to explore. And that's also true for Xi'an as a city. It's a really, really interesting city. It's a really, really cool place with culture, a lot of things to learn. So I would say, just to end off, if you ever have the chance, make sure to come to Xi'an. There is so much here and you definitely will not regret it.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. That was a really nice place to leave it, to leave our stream for today. So yeah, thanks so much. I'll chat soon to you. Bye.
All right, see you.
See you later. Bye. Oh, that brings us to the end of our live stream today. That is all of our places we will be visiting. So if you did tune in towards the end of the live stream, we did previously go to see the Terracotta Warriors. We went to Huiminjie, the Muslim street, to try to look at some amazing Xi'an foods. So you can watch that on replay. It'll be available on my channel. So feel free to go back to the beginning and watch that. Thank you so much to everyone in Xi'an, to Eric, to Daria, to Romario for taking us around and for being our tour guides for today. It was so much fun for me sitting here. I feel like I have just been and had a bit of a taste of Xi'an. I do have to say that I am incredibly hungry after seeing some of those foods on Huiminjie. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in and for watching. The chat got a little bit weird towards the end there, but thank you to everyone who sent some nice positive chat comments. And yeah, I'll take a few minutes here at the end to answer any questions that you may have, or I would also be interested to hear where you guys would like me to travel live to next. So we have done Wuhan, we have done Xi'an. Where should we go next? I think this live stream was even better than the last one. Worked out a little bit more about, you know, where the good internet is. That made a big difference, I hope. So I hope that was a bit more enjoyable for you guys to watch. Someone here has said travel to Chatswood. Chatswood is a suburb in Sydney that has a lot of amazing Chinese food. You know what? It's not a bad idea. Show people the amazing Chinese food that Sydney has to offer. Oh, Nanjing, that would be fun. Actually, I haven't been to Nanjing for a really long time. Nanjing was the first trip I did in China after I got there to study in Shanghai, but I haven't been back there since. So I went there for like a couple of days in 2014 and I haven't been back again. So definitely would love to learn more about Nanjing. Oh, Guangzhou would be fun. Yeah. Some people call it the capital of food in China. We won't get into that debate because I know there are some different opinions on where the best food is in China, but Guangzhou, people are very proud of their food there. Big city, lots of big population. That would be fun to go and check out. Where else? Someone asked me, have I been to Shenzhen Painting Town? I have, and I even made a video about it, about this awful portrait that I got made of my face. So you can go check that out on my channel. Very interesting experience. Someone said, what about Wuhan? We did a live stream there 2 weeks ago. So you can go check that out on my channel as well. That was the first place we went traveling live together. Ooh, Chengdu. Oh, that would be good. Do a virtual food tour in Chengdu, but I almost feel like that's bordering on cruelty, doing a food tour in Chengdu and no one having the ability to like reach through the screen and actually try it. So, oh man, but that would be amazing. I love Chengdu so much. I actually am planning to go back there almost as soon as I'm back in China and make some videos because, oh my God, Sichuan food is like, it's right there, right in the middle. Oh, Chongqing live stream would be fun as well. Hectic place. Oh, we could go try some Chongqing hot pot together. That would be really fun. Yeah, thank you for your suggestions, guys. Also, let me know or comment below when this live stream is published on my channel, what you'd like to see more of next time, what you'd like to see less of next time, any feedback that you may have. I'm still trying to perfect this whole travel online experience to make it as pleasant for you guys as possible. So yeah, I hope that you did like this live stream today, and I know for me it was a lot of fun. And yeah, I think I am going to say goodbye now. So yeah, bye. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, guys.